Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how we did this like toasty warm makeup today, then keep on watching. Okay, let's get into it. So I've already prepped my skin. I did a mix of my skincare, but I was in Toronto a couple weeks ago and did a little bit of makeup shopping therapy with Bestie. And while we were at MAC, I got this like little free sample. It's the Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. It's just a moisturizing cream. So I decided to put that on today because I was like, why not? I might as well use the samples that I get. It does leave the skin like a little bit tacky, which is quite nice. So I think as like a makeup prep, this will be really good. And then today for the base, I've decided that I'm going to take Phytosurgence Dust and I'm going to try mixing it in with the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Tint. I have this in the shade 7W. It's slightly too warm and I think I'm starting to lose like my summer color, so I think mixing these two together will work out really well. I think about that much dust. It seems like a lot, but I'll be mixing in quite a bit of the skin tint with it, so I think it will be fine. I'm going to take my Makeup by Mario F4 brush just to kind of like scrape off whatever's left on this end of the eyeshadow brush that I used to mix that up, and I'm gonna pack some into the brush from the back of my hand and just start like, that's a pretty good match, I think. Maybe we'll see. And I'm just going to start stippling this in light layers on my skin. The only reason why I'm not using the Danessa Myricks skin tint is because I have other base products that I should probably start using. This may be a little bit too light, but that's fine because I think I want to go in with quite a bit of bronzer. But yeah, I have products that I just really need to like go through, so I figure might as well start doing some mixing and using up other things. I'm not gonna lie to you, you guys, like the Danessa Myricks, that's like hands down the best like skin tint that I've ever used. Like by far, it's my most favorite product. But I've been a little bit curious about the Milk Makeup one, and I swatched it when it first came out at the beginning of the year. I have it in one of my Sephora sale videos where I'm like, this isn't really my thing because it seemed really full coverage, but I do still kind of want to try it. I've sat with the thought of this for a really long time now, and I think if I were to apply it a certain way, I could get the kind of coverage that I want. I don't know. I'm just curious about it. So I think I had asked my friend, she was at the mall. I asked her to get me the samples of it, but she didn't get the chance to. So I think the next time I'm in the area, I might run in and grab some samples of it because I'm just curious, you know, like, can a girl live? Also, speaking of Sephora sale, I will be filming kind of like, I'm only going to film one video about it, and I'll keep the playlist available, obviously, for people to reference if anybody's curious. Rules are kind of the same in terms of like shopping the Sephora sale, but I'm gonna make like a whole video kind of going into that. So keep your eyes peeled. One thing I will say though is I will not be participating. I have more than enough makeup. The only things that I will be picking up are like the skincare restocks that I need to pick up. That's it, you guys. So this is more so like when I do talk about the sale, it's more so going to be like what I recommend you pick up if you're planning on picking things up and you're kind of like humming and hawing your decision. That's kind of what the focus is going to be. I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup as of late, just with the time that I have to get ready in the mornings, it hasn't really been working out. Oh, and this is the Makeup by Mario bronzing serum, and I wear this in medium dark. Just like with the amount of time I've had to get ready in the mornings, because your girl just likes to sleep and I haven't really been sleeping well, so then I wake up kind of late and then I just don't have time to put on makeup. I've been really sitting and reflecting on just kind of like what I want out of my makeup collection, and like if I want to even keep a lot of the things that I've been holding on to, and just like what my relationship with makeup is going to be moving forward. And I think I've been thinking about this a lot because in the year, I'll say 2 years, that I've really gotten back into makeup and wearing makeup and playing and experimenting, I think I've kind of realized that, like, for starters, and this is going to sound really stupid, I understand that. For starters, for the longest time, I didn't really understand how, like, how to get the appearance of something that, like, I see on a white girl, for example, because I follow a lot of white influencers. How products look on them, how I want them to look on me. It's taken me a really long time to figure out how to achieve those results and to get that, like, really nice, natural, kind of flush kind of look, and just like really figuring out what my makeup tastes are, what I think looks the best on me, what I like to wear, how I like to wear it. Like, I've really been thinking about it, and I think with this channel it'll be really fun to do more experimentation into like techniques and how and where I apply certain things. Anyway, I think I've gone on a little bit of a tangent. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think the goal, I want to have a very curated makeup collection. So like this channel's the Jonesy edit, because I think I want to really have like my style, my makeup, everything edited down to what really feels the most me. And then that way I also still have a little bit of room to experiment with certain things. I say this also because I picked up the Rhode Pocket Blush, okay? I got it in the shade Toasted Teddy because I was in the market for a terracotta blush. The one that I really love, like my favorite terracotta blush, is the Say Dew Blush in the shade Spicy. So beautiful, but I figured where Rhode was coming to Sephora and I've been a little bit curious about the products, I was like, okay, let me try it. I am so annoyed with that product. I did a wear test and I'll link it. It's on like the photo app and the clock app, so it's really just your preference of where you want to watch. I'll link it either way. I did a wear test and it wears really nice. Application was a little bit patchy, but I just figured that's because of me. Like sometimes any blush product that I put on, it tends to go a little bit patchy, and I think like just because of skin prep and whatever. Anyway, like I wear it and it's fine. I don't know if I'm truly in love with the color. Unfortunately, I'm past the return date now, and where Sephora got pretty strict, like I can't do anything about it. I put it on and then I saw Jason from Phytosurgents. He was messaging me about it because he was curious about my thoughts. And then he finally picked up Toasted Teddy because he wanted to do his own comparison between Toasted Teddy and one of their blushes, which I'll be putting it on today. And I said to him, after getting their blush that's similar, I said to him, I was like, honestly, if I ever mention trying a different blush formula, like a cream blush formula, somebody needs to just bonk me on the head, because there's no point. For me, Phytosurgents makes the best cream blush formula, and there's no point in me looking anywhere else for a cream blush formula. I know I love Phytosurgence. I like the KJH brand Soft Smudge if I'm looking for something that's a little bit more matte. That's really all I need. The only other one that I am curious about trying is the MAC Glow Play blush, but that's it. I like, that's my benchmark. I know that Phytosurgence cream blush, that's the cream blush for me. I don't need anything else. That's all I just need to stick to. I need to drill that in my brain because I don't seem to be satisfied with anything else that I try. And that's just how it is. And I think if I'm looking at an edited makeup collection, in that case, then Phytosurgence cream blush is the #1 spot. And then I think I would even take it a little bit further in trying to figure out, okay, niche colors. Like, do I want my blush shades to fit more and look more natural, or do I want something that's more fun? I think I will keep some blush colors that are a little bit more fun if I want to be more playful and do more like, what do you call it? Like more editorial looks, because that's something that I really want to try to have some fun with. But yeah, like it's just, I don't even know where I'm like really truly trying to go with this, but I just think that like having a giant makeup collection that's just like rotting away is just not aspirational to me anymore. And as much as I really love makeup and just like trying new things, I think I just really need to get real with myself and understand that like, yeah, if I can like keep a pretty edited collection, maybe I can experiment every once in a while, but like for the core products that I fit into my day-to-day makeup collection, maybe I do just need like my essentials and that's it. Like maybe have room to play around with, okay, if I only have 5 minutes to do makeup, then maybe I keep a blush. Like I'm sure the Rhode will be fine if I'm not wearing like any base makeup. Like I think that would be a good fit for it, and same with the Merit Flush Bombs, but for the most part, I normally do wear base makeup. So those would be used every once in a while in my makeup collection. Anyway, I hope what I just said makes sense because I feel like I've just kind of like rambled, but like, you know, let me know in the comments if I put together a cohesive string of thoughts. Oh, and I guess I didn't mention that was the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. I just really wanted to add a lot of extra warmth to my face, and I should try to get in there. I know I've made a video like not that long ago talking about how I was like going on a no-buy and whatever. That got failed so quickly because guess what? When I was in Toronto, I bought some things. You know, I bought some lipsticks because we were at MAC and I was like, ooh, this is really cute. I did it, you know, like it is what it is. But I do want to try to be better about purchasing makeup because also like financially, I need to stop being irresponsible with spending money. It just, I need to stop. So all is that to say, we're working towards an edited collection. So there are going to be some things that this is it. I don't think I will ever buy another makeup of that product type ever again. And then there are going to be some things where I'm like, you know what? I feel like I could experiment with this. And I think I've gotten to a place, for the most part, for everything in my collection. The only thing really would be powders. I'm still up in the air about powders. I'm still up in the air about, I think, a bronzer formula. There's a few bronzer formulas that I do want to try before I like am firm in the fact that, okay, yeah, this is my bronzer formula. I really like the Makeup by Mario. I really like the Phytosurgence, but with Phytosurgence, sometimes I feel like I'm not picking up any product because the product is quite stiff. And then with the Makeup by Mario bronzing serum, it's very gorgeous, very natural, but sometimes I just feel like I need a little bit more. So like if I could find something where it's like the two of them together, that would be really perfect, because also the Phytosurgeon shade, it is so natural. Like it just looks really beautiful. So I do have a couple bronzing products in mind that I want to try. I want to try the Tennille J bronzer. I think that would be really pretty. I don't want a bronzer that's like too orangey or too red. I like something that's a little bit more neutral, and that's definitely what I get out of the Phytosurgeons and the Makeup by Mario. So that's kind of what I want, and I think the bronzer would be that. But the thing too is, as I've said before, I am not really interested in ordering makeup online. I got really lucky with Phytosurgeons that their product ended up working out for me. I really like to feel a product in store, and if I am going to order it online, I like to be able to easily return it. And KJH brand is also another exception to that. I don't know if you can return things to KJH brand, but anyway, like I have a general sense now of what it is that I like, and the Tennille J, I get worried because it's coming from Australia, and then I wouldn't be able to return it, and then it's just a headache. So I think the other one that I really want to try is the NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer. I think that one would be really nice. There's a Simi Haze bronzer. It's on sale right now at Sephora for $17. But that one looks like it could be a little bit too red. I don't know. Anyway, and also, if it ends up being discontinued, I'm not going to be able to purchase it. I guess I could get it from their site directly, but anyway, that's what we're looking for. So if you have any recommendations, please put them in the comment section, because I'm in the market. Cream bronzer. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, for blush, Phytosurgeon's Incense. I think that's what we're going to do because of the lip I want to wear. And just for like a quick comparison, I'm going to swatch Incense, and I'm going to swatch Toasted Teddy just on my hand. I want to do a dedicated like blush swatch video, so with like actual product demos and everything. So that's what they look like side by side. I feel like Toasted Teddy is a little bit more red, but I like the way that Incense sits on my skin a little bit more. You see that? Anyway, so that's what we're working with, and who knows, maybe I'll layer the two of them together, but I think today the focus is going to be using Phytosurgeon's Incense because I just like Phytosurgeons. I normally just go directly into my Phytosurgeons products, and then I pat it on the inside of my hand, and I'm just gonna apply right to my cheeks. This is like a really delicious makeup. I think I need to start rotating powder bronzer into my makeup routine because I actually really like this. It just really like makes everything look a little bit more glam, and I think that's another thing that I've been missing from my makeup is like the actual glamour of it. I've been seeing some girls on TikTok and I'm like, wow, their makeup just, there's really something going on there. And I think I'm realizing it's bronzer. They're heavy-handed with the bronzer. That's what it is. I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted to do. I was like, yeah, it's like fresh skin. No, this I think is like my take on toasted makeup. That's what the video is today. This is toasted makeup. Toasted makeup for brown skin girls. Oh, this is so gorge. And I don't know if you can see, there is some patchiness there, but I think that's just my skin prep. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I think it's just me. And I did use a retinol last night, so that could be could be what it's coming from. Now we're going to use the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. This is Danessa Myricks. I really like this concealer. I feel like a lot of people online don't like this concealer, but I really enjoy it. I think something that I also will be keeping in the back of my mind is the fact that, like, Danessa Myricks makes great products. Like, really good products. And I just seem to really like her base makeup. Now, the things that are mattifying, those are not for me. And I say that, but then I'm also like, oh, I want to try her blurring powder spray. That setting spray? Why isn't it at Sephora Canada yet? It's really been bothering me, like, a lot, because I really want to try it. Because, like, I have just a vision in my mind on how I'd want to use it. And, like, I was really hoping it would be available before the sale, but alas, it's not. And normally, I'm not, like, again, this goes back to the fact that I don't like buying makeup online, but I did go on the Danessa Myricks website and I was looking at it there. I am never ordering from her website, let me tell you, first and foremost, because the shipping with the duties and everything else, I think it ended up making the $33 product like $100. I was like, oh, yeah, we're not doing that. So I'll just have to be patient, because I did comment on their Instagram. I was like, Sephora Canada? And they're like, stay tuned. And I was like, okay, Pat McGrath told me the exact same thing about their setting spray. It's not there. So, and this was ages ago. To set the concealer, I'm going in with the Ami Collet Translucent Loose Setting Powder, which, sorry to use this when you can't get it anymore, because I'm pretty sure at this point in time, it's like October 17th, 18th, I don't really know what day it is today, but their doors have officially closed. So, sorry. And before I forget, I'm just gonna do my brows now before I move on to anything else. Now, something that I haven't really been doing with my makeup is highlight, but I need to use this. Like, I don't know why I haven't really been reaching for this. I just think I'm maybe out of practice with highlighting certain parts of my face. But, like, I love a nose tip highlight. I don't think I need the brush. And then I also just, like, love to put a little right there. Oh, that is so good. This is the KJH brand. Sorry, I keep forgetting to, like, use my words. KJH brand. This is the Hyper Shine Light Pigment in light gold. Yes, I am still really wanting the sculpting stilo. However, I think I want to try a few shades, so I would get the 3-pack. I don't have $88 to spend on that right now, so I'm holding off. I think I might get it more so around Christmas time. Like, I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that maybe she'll have some sales or something. And I'm also just really unsure of what shades I would want. I can understand and I see why brands do this, but it also just really makes me so annoyed, because I hate when brands don't fully swatch things on all skin tones. They just have the arm swatch, and then you're not really getting a full idea of what the product's supposed to look like. Like, so when she did the product photography for this, she really just kind of, like, picked what skin tones each shade looked best on and only showed it on those models. But, like, I want to see all of the shades on everybody, because what if the lightest one is giving me the effect that I want it to give for my lips? Like, I would like to see that. So I think I need to find people online that are swatching it, but also I haven't really seen anybody that looks like me with the product. So don't know what's going on there. Editing Sierra here. I just want to clarify like what I mean by this. I just quickly did like a scroll on TikTok of KJH brand Sculpt Stylo, whatever you want to call it. And probably like 15, like of the 15 videos that I saw, maybe even 20, it was like probably more than 10 pretty fair to like light medium. And then I saw one creator that I actually watch, who's my skin tone maybe a touch deeper. She had them. And then the girl that was my skin tone from the campaign, and then maybe 2 to 3 people that are like really deep. So I just feel like it was sent to a lot of, and I mean, like, I could be wrong, but this is just what I'm seeing. I just feel like it was sent to a lot of like fairer to light medium influencers, and it just makes it really hard to actually see like what a product's gonna look like on me. Yeah, anyway. I feel like I've seen a lot of people that, you know, are much lighter than me with it, or much deeper, which love that. But like, where's the in-betweeners? Like, I need to know what it looks like. I think the skin is done. Oh, no, it's not. Duh. Okay, I'm gonna finish setting my under eye with the Pat McGrath. I can't find the Charlotte Tilbury one that I'm trying to finish. I set it down on my vanity and now it's gone. Don't know how that happened. So I'm gonna take the Pat McGrath. This is the blurring under eye powder, and I have it in the shade medium. And I always start from the bottom and then work my way to under my eye, just so I'm not putting so much powder on my under eye. Also, I always like press in the powder on my hand to also like take away some of the excess. Now, I think we are going to do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm going to use my Patrick Ta Major Dimension palette. Oh, wait. Hold on. You guys, I'm all over the place. Eyeshadow primer. This is the About Face. Just want this to be like an easy, breezy makeup today. I'm going to take this little angled brush and I'm going to take... Whoa. I'm going to take the cream shadow. Can you see? The cream in the palette just to do a little bit of a baby wing, literally the babiest of wings. Okay, now I'm gonna take this little pencil brush. This is just, I think, from BH Cosmetics. Yeah, it's from BH Cosmetics. I don't know the details on it. Also, is BH Cosmetics even a thing anymore? I don't think they are. I got this brush so long ago, and I think I'm just gonna add like a touch of smokiness. Something weird was going on with my brush, so we're abandoning the smokiness. I don't want to have to deal with that. So now we're gonna move on to the little enhancement, and to enhance I'm just gonna use MAC Sweet Heat for Dimension eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take that on my little brush here and put it all over the lid, mainly concentrating on the center of my lid first and then diffusing from there. I think I'm going to go in with the KJH brand highlighter again, just for like a little something in the inner corner. We're gonna do our mascara. Another thing that I got when I was at MAC, I got a little sample of the MAC Stack mascara, and I've been wearing it here and there every time I've put on makeup. The formula is really nice. I like the way it makes my lashes look. However, it just does not agree with my eyes, and I find it does flake pretty easily. So unfortunately, I will have to pass on that. I'm glad I got that sample though, because I was curious about it and I was going to pick up the mini size of it just to try it. And instead I got it as a free gift with purchase when I bought 2 new MAC lipsticks. So now I know that the mascara doesn't work for me, and I will just have to continue using my Charlotte Tilbury, because let me tell you, this mascara, I don't find it flakes. It doesn't transfer on me. I can rub my eyes can water, and it doesn't transfer. The MAC one did. I had raccoon eyes at Thanksgiving dinner because I kept rubbing my eyes. I looked in my selfie camera and I was like, oh my god, I have mascara all over my face right now. So that was not nice. Yeah, Charlotte Tilbury, that's my baby. She's iconic. For the lips, we're going dark. We are going to go in first with the MAC lip pencil in Chestnut. I'm gonna set the lip liner a little bit. I am going for like a Thanksgiving dinner 2.0. So I want my lip to stay for like as long as possible while I'm eating. Set it. And the real star, I got another NARS lipstick. This is in the shade Bewitched. It's their explicit lipstick, and this shade, oh my god, come on, that is just so divine. Like, I just I love it so much. And I think I am going to take a little bit of powder. Actually, first I'm gonna blot just a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna take this brush. I need to wash all of my brushes, so this will be fine. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna lightly go over my lips with this powder. And then we'll do just another little dab to bring back some of that coverage. Don't sleep on a brown lip, you guys. Like, this eats. I'm gonna set my face now with the Fenty You Mist setting spray. And that's my take on toasty makeup for the fall. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of today's makeup look. I think I definitely want to focus more on like actual curated looks that have like a theme instead of just kind of like my basic getting ready. I want to play with more eyeshadow as well. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.